Hey y'all, Pawpaw again. Today we're gonna work on some lights, dock lights on the front of the boat. The original ones I bought ended up being floodlights. They don't work very well for going down the river or across the lake at night. You can't really see what you need to see. So I bought a new set of, I guess you'd call them spotlights. They look identical. We're gonna compare them once we get them off and see if they are. But I'm gonna replace them with those, and I'm gonna take the floodlights. Well, here, let me show you. Here's the floodlights. There's the mailman. Here's the floodlights. I'm gonna take them off. I'm gonna replace them with these. They look identical. They're the same brand, but these are supposed to be more like a spotlight or a fog light, whatever you want to call it. So we're gonna put these here. We're gonna take these off, bring them around here. I'm gonna mount them either here or up top, probably right here. One on this side, one on the other side, or I might even bring them back closer to the gate. One here, one on the other side for dock lights, or, well, what we're going to use them for, frog lights, so we can gig some frogs. So let's get these off. I almost forgot how these go on. One down. Get her box of junk out of the way. Well, you flat sure enough, they ain't gonna make it easy, are they? Where'd my multi-tool go? Oh well. Alright. These are off. Found it. It's in my pocket. Zip tie off. I'm gonna have to pull these zip ties. Alright, now the way I've done this, use shrink wrap whenever I originally put these. I'm going to do the same thing again. Alright, that one's out of there. Feed this wire through. What we'll do, we'll turn those lights all the way up. Instead of unboxing our new hardware, we'll go ahead and use what was on the old ones. Little trick. We can fine tune them on the lake. All right. Let's go to the other side. We'll go ahead and pull this one off, and then we'll wire them all up. Left my screw over there. Yeah, y'all see how nasty my boat is? Got to sweep it off. All right, let's get our new light and figure out where I put it. Where it should be plenty. All right, at this point I still hadn't realized that my camera's not pointing the direction that it should be. It works in this shot, but right here, it doesn't. Man, I need to sweep that floor. Well, since I've done this video, the wind has swept that floor. You can almost see what I'm working on, but not quite. I sure wish y'all could see how I use this screw to pull the nut up into position so that the bolt will go through it. Take our screw, pick it up. And there's the rail again. Just drop the nut in. There's the nasty floor. Staring at the rail. I'm sorry. I will pay attention to these things next time. Maybe. There's the stain on the rail. The bit's too long. So we're going to almost lost switch out here. Now I got to go find it. Uh-oh. There it is. Yep, almost lost it. Sometimes I feel like I am losing it. That gotta work. That one will go on the side. Go back over here. We're gonna try and wire them in. Ladybug. This is the easiest part of this job right here. Although you can't see it, I'm twisting the wires together. We would normally fold them back over. I sure wish I would have got a shot of this. But what we're going to do is kind of half it. So it's wire against wire. I ain't gonna make y'all keep watching this. The heat shrink tubing wouldn't fit over the wire once it was folded back over itself. I did go back later and use some liquid electrical tape to make a good waterproof seal on it. And you're not always gonna get everything perfect. But we're gonna cut and go to something that's worth watching. Find some way to squeeze it a little bit. Again, I'm sorry for the camera, but this is that new 5K action camera from Temu that I'm using this on in this shot. Oh, you can almost see me sliding it on there. Okay, now you can. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video here. And if you have one that's stubborn, we'll come back to something better to watch. Fold it the other way. That job is done. We'll zip tie them back up later. Need to fine tune the lights, but we'll zip tie them back up in just a little bit when we're through with all the wiring. Alright, let me get what I need and we'll start on the other ones. Alright, we're back. The wires on these lights, tiny little thin wires. It don't take much to run these LEDs. I've got some solid core speaker wire, real stiff stuff that I use for all kinds of things. Yeah, just one solid piece of wire. What I'm going to do is I'm going to double this wire up, and I'll run one for positive and one for negative. And I do believe that will get us done. Alright. I think I'm going to mount them right here. You can see where I done my little redneck patching job until we order new fencing for this boat or find us some. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull one of these screws out. They're supposed to bolt on. You know, you get these little bolts on here like this, and they're supposed to bolt. Well, you can tell that's not long enough to go all the way through and put a nut on it. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go a little redneck on this. See if I can find my Phillips bit. Is it in my pocket? It's not in that pocket. Not in that pocket. Got to still be up here. That won't work. I'm going to back this screw out. Oh, and these little strips right here that you're seeing around, tell you just how country and redneck I am. It's pieces of construction signs. All right. We're going to put our bit in there. These are sheet metal screws made for doing roof metal. We're going to do that number right there. We're going to grab us a self-tapping screw instead of a drill bit, because that keeps us from having to change bits. Drill us another hole. Get us another sheet metal screw. I don't think that's going anywhere. Do y'all? That's the boxes for my rod holders I stuck up here. They're just cheap. Didn't pay much for them. Yeah, if you squeeze them together a little bit, it'll hold your light in place so that you can start your bolts. Now this one comes with an Allen wrench, so we're going to try it. Look at that. The Allen wrench is hardly long enough. But I guess you can torque it a little bit. little plastic pieces right here that holds my fenders on whenever I'm docking it somewhere. Get our screw. Put our nut in a position. Alright, I'm not an Allen wrench person. I'm more of a Allen bit person. I'm gonna turn them out like this. Tighten it up. Tighten it up. Now all we got to do is run our wire. I think I'm going to run it right down that pole right there. Drop it through the floor. Run it back here to the helm. And wire it in. See that rat's nest up in there? That's right. It's my wiring job. I ain't ashamed of it. It gets the job done. Self-tapper, sheet metal screw, bracket. See where center is at. Right about here. Ooh. Dropped the screw. Don't need to forget to pick that up. There's no up or down to these brackets. Hell, they're just brackets. Go the right way. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I've been at this all day. Since sunup this morning. I'm so ready to get done with this and get on the lake. Squeeze it together a little bit so it'll hold my light. Trip over my own push poles. I'm gonna have to recruit some help to clean this boat. Alright, I'll get these all wired in. Come back and show you how I done it. Alright, y'all. I'm back. Lights are done. boat is pretty much done. Needs to be clean, but the wind will take care of a lot of that. Yes, still got my street light, still got my carport light, but let's see what these lights look like. All right. This is what we look like out front, sun setting. Y'all seen the Bimini lights? This is how much it lights the boat up. No light, light. No light, light. All right, that's my green light and my red light. Go back here and hit the other switch. That's my new spotlights. They honestly, they don't look much better than the other ones did. But I should be able to see. All right. That's my frog light. That's my frog light. Those lights are not bright at all, so I guess the new ones are a little brighter. All right. And then Bimini. So all my lights on. Got that light on. Got that light on. Those lights on. I could probably point them up just a little bit. Bimini lights are on. So hold on. All right, so we are technically done with boat. It runs. The motor goes up and down. All the lights work and are installed. And new fuel sending unit. Needs to be swept out. But other than that, we're going to let the wind take care of that one. I am just too tired. I leave tomorrow. And I plan on doing all my stuff on the lake. So, y'all have a good one. And we'll see y'all next time on the water.